Alright guys, girls, it's going to be a quick video. Most of the Fords, it's the same thing. But my ABS light went on about a month ago. And usually when the ABS light goes on an F-350, a Ford Explorer, a Ford Ranger, it's the bearing starting to go bad. The front bearing hub. It's starting to go bad. So I just wanted to make a video to let you guys know so you don't do like I did, a mistake, you know. I'm trying to run a company and I just kept running the truck until yesterday. Well, today I said, you know what, let me check this bearing. I'll show you. Because I'm going to park this and get my Ranger and go get the other, the new bearings. Ford is closed, so I have no choice but to go to Advanced Auto Parts. They're giving me a CarQuest bearing that's supposed to be, it gives a 3-year warranty and it's OE specs. We'll see about that, because that's what they said about these bearings when I did these 8 years ago, 9 years ago I did these. Or maybe 10 years ago, 9 years ago. They lasted 9 years, but I wasn't really driving the truck as much. So now I'm using it every day. So really, these bearings only actually lasted 2 years. 2 or 3 years. But it was a company on online, they sent me them. They were very cheap. I got 2 of them for $170. So these other ones are costing $480, $460, $469 to be exact. So I'm hoping they're not just mocking them up. Ford is closed. I got dumpsters to do tomorrow. I can't afford not to do them, so I'm just gonna spend $1,000 to get these, get them from them. Give you a 3-year warranty. So I'll show you how loose the wheel is after when I start the job. I'm gonna go buy the bearings now. They ordered them for me. They said it should be here at 9:30 today, Sunday. So I will be back. Okay. Here's the bearing. I don't know if you can see that moving. It's pretty bad. Here's the new one. CarQuest. Came with a new snap ring, which is nice. Some O-rings. I don't know where they go. Well, I guess I'm going to find out. But that's how you know. See the sensor here goes into the bearing down in there. I'll show you in a new one. See? Sensor goes there, so when the bearing starts wobbling, it ruins the sensor. It's an early warning. I bought brakes, but I don't think I need the brakes. Look how nice and thick they are. I don't know if you can see that, but brakes are pretty thick in there. I might just hold on to them. We'll take them back. Alright, so we gotta get these bolts off first. And then this whole hub will come off. Then we have to take the brake caliper off to get the rotor off. So let me get these bolts off first. They look like they're like a 21 or something. Yeah, 21, perfect. Now you gotta get an extension and go through the hole into that for the gun. So let me get that. Shop's a little dirty today. I wonder if this little one will make it. Let's see. Yeah, I know I tell you guys to don't use Advanced Auto Parts. Yeah, it's too short. parts, but these are supposed to be OE specs. They gave me a 3-year warranty, and I really got no choice because I got to use the truck tomorrow. So I have to use it. I have to buy it. Because otherwise I got to rent a truck. Wait for Ford to get them. They don't have them in stock. Excuse me. Milwaukee Fuel doesn't like extensions. It's on 2, that's why. Yeah, put it on 3. It still doesn't like extensions. If it didn't have an extension on it, believe me, it's got 3,000 removable force. It would take that right off. Alright, I gotta jump to the second thing here. I'll be right back. See, you always gotta modify something. I had to grind a 21 wrench so it would get all the way on. It was only going on that much because that lip in there. See that lip? See the lip? It wouldn't let it in, so I ground the wrench. I'm able to get him in there. See? I got a bar in here. Make sure you put it all the way back here. Matter of fact, me telling you the wrong thing. Make sure you put a lug on there. That's what you gotta do. And run it down and use that to pry on. You don't mess the threads up. Zam zang. Alright, as long as you're zam zang. Like that, see? Now you put that like that, get a nice dead blow hammer, and you break them loose like that. Alright? It's another tip of the day. Alright. After you get all the bolts out, you're gonna have to bang this off because it's not on there easy. Corroded on there. This is only the F350 dually. The F250 doesn't have this on it. I could even convert this to use the F250 wheels. Bang on it a little bit here. There it is. Here it comes. Here she comes. It's got to get off the hub centric in there. See? And that comes off. Throw it to the side. You might want to clean it. Put some anti-seize on there. Now, let's get the brake. Let's get the brake off here. Wrong on that one. Let me pull this brake caliper off. Another quick tech tip. Ford. You see the little dent I put in there? That's because the back of the shoe has these tits on it. See? You gotta pry it. Pry the caliper back to get them off. I forgot all about that. Alright, so now we're gonna take this bracket off, 2 big bolts back there, and pull that off and get the rotor off. Alright, 2 bolts, pull them out. These here for your brakes to move back and forth. See how rusty mine is? I'm gonna take that out, dry them, and put some anti-seize in there. This one seems good. See, that one's good. But I'm still gonna clean it out. Put some anti-seize in there. Alright, we'll do that next. Brakes, I don't know, it might, nah, the inside one is wearing more. I'll just change them out, I'm not gonna play games here. So there's the rotor, you pull the rotor off. Everything's very heavy on this truck. Rotors ain't that old, so we're gonna put them back on. Now, we gotta get to these bolts back here. See that stud there? Oh, is that a stud? Oh, there's one there. Right here. See that? 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Gotta get those off. You can hear. Hear it? Shot. But we gotta get this off first anyway. Get the whole hub apart. So we take those little Torx, I guess I don't know what they are. I'll tell you in a second. It's gonna be a T27. T27. I got these nice holders from Harbor Freight. These are the good, better ones. The other ones with the metal junk, like those, that hold those are junk. Got these. Okay, got a bunch of them. So I need the small ratchet for that. There it is. Alright, we're gonna pull those off now. Those are out. This thing should just pull right out. Yep. Just like so. See? There's your hub. I'm wondering why my automatic system doesn't work. This O-ring looks okay. Alright, so now inside there's a clip. I don't know if you can see it. I bought a special pair of pliers because all the ones I had to make a pair. But my daughter and her boyfriend took it home with them. Let me see if I get the light on. Okay, see that clip back there? Right there. Gotta get that off. That's holding the axle in. Let me get those special pliers. I just bought them from Advance. I'm hoping they're gonna be skinny enough to get in there. These externals ones. External. Let me get a piece of cardboard out here too. So we want to get in here. Hopefully, I see, that's the problem. Oh, I got it. Oh, Advanced Auto Parts is good for something. Just this big nub on the end of these is freaking messing me up. Ah, but it's coming. It's coming. I gotta use 2 hands. Ah. It's this one. They give you a new one, which is great. Give you a new one with this bearing. I like that. I like it like that. Alright, let me get that off. Just so you know, that clip is going to be the hardest part of this job. Every time I do this. No matter what pliers I get, I end up having to make a pair of pliers to get it out of there. Pair of needle nose. I grind them down. It's going to be the hardest. Alright, you see, I went in my toolbox, I already had these, see? I had to modify them, I had to grind them skinny. There's the clip coming right off. 2 tries. I had to grind the clip to get it off, I remember. I had to go back into time in my mind. Alright, so now we get those bolts in the back and it should come right out. Disconnect the ABS wire, which is right here. You take those off and get it out. I'll be right back. The 4 bolts, you pull it right off. Don't worry if some of them come out like this. You will need the nut comes with new bolts. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, the whole seal is shot. Oh, is that the back of the bearing? Yes, the back of the bearing. See, it's supposed to be like that. But the whole outer side is ripped up. Let me clean that. I'm not going to change that seal because I really don't have no time. I'll get out and I'll get out of the truck and do the lock the hubs. I'm not going to deal with this, you know what I mean? I'll do this over the winter. The seal. Let's get this nice and clean, some brake cleaner. That seal is actually new. I hope it didn't tear it up. Get the axle cleaned up nice. Let me grab a rag. Bunch of shit up here. Oh, that's the hole for the vacuum. Get that cleaned out. I don't think it got into the seal. I don't think so. Axle looks okay. So we're going to put some Loctite on these and screw them in there. Lock them in there. Clean the threads. Get any oil out of them. Wow, there it is. Yeah, it started coming apart. Junk. Got that from a company that was supposed to be very reputable. I guess they're not. They're reputable-less. Ow, my knees are going, guys. I need knee surgery. Somebody set me up a Patreon. Throw some Loctite on the things there. Where's my anti-seize? Anti-seize. All the other stuff. Around the edges and stuff so I can get the thing back off. They gave me the O-rings, but I don't see what they're for. You know, all these O-rings, I don't know what they're for. They gave me 3 O-rings. Might be for a different year truck. That's what it might be for. Yeah, alright, I gotta get these nuts off. So let me go and do that on the workbench. Because I'm gonna need them. I'm gonna need them to put it back together. It doesn't come with nuts. I think it's kind of stupid. Alright, so let me get the Loctite, put these Loctite on these studs. I'm going to put them in here. Doesn't matter, I don't think. Thread ends look the same. And I'm going to tighten them in there. A pair of vice grips, just get them a little snug. And scratch it all up. And then I'm going to slide it back in there. So I'll be back. Alright, here we go, boys. This O-ring was on that one. This didn't come with it. So I'm going to get this as clean as possible in here like I just did. And I'm going to put as clean as possible like I just said. Because we need that sealed. Maybe that's my problem. The vacuum is leaking. And this is all like chowdered in here. I might need some things here, scratches. So that O-ring might be, not sealing good. So I'm going to put a little bit of silicone in here. And run it around and stick the O-ring in and shove it in there. See what happens. Uh-oh, I did a boo-boo. Those O-rings that look like 3 O-rings is actually 1 all rolled up. So it comes with it. I already bolted it. I'm not taking it back off. I think it'll be better with the silicone anyway. So I'm going to put the new clip in now. It's all bolted down. The torque for these bolts is very tight. And that's it. Okay. Let me see if this thing's going to cooperate now. Alright guys, my wife wants me to wrap this up, so that's how you test the thing, the hub. I put silicone on that gasket also for this cover. I put silicone around it, sat the gasket in it, smeared silicone over it, put it on. Because I didn't have a new O-ring for that either. So that's that. That's all together now. That's in. You just hook these back up, the way you took them off. Like I tell you, if you don't know a little bit about this, don't do it. There's the other piece I was looking for. For the back of here. It just fell right out. I put the snap ring back in. If the wheel's turned, it won't go in. You got to turn the wheel back and then pull the axle from here. You got to pull the axle forward. Alright, to get it to lock in. So like I said, I'm going to put anti-seize on these. Clean them up, put anti-seize on that. And put everything back together. Rotor back on. This piece back on. The torque for these is very tight. Torque for the bearing is very tight. That's just it. This is no brainer. Alright, well, that's the new bearing it's on. Looks strong. Looks like it's going to last a long time, I hope. And thanks for watching.